Tonight, I was going to present 10 leadership lessons, but in the spirit of the budget cuts and saving time, you will only hear 9, one for each of my years in Washington. Lesson number 1, get the right people on the bus. I wish I had come up with this metaphor first. But I could have made millions. But instead, I'll credit it to Jim Collins. In my early years here, I made my whole staff read his book, Good to Great, to understand the power of this metaphor. You need to identify the right people and put them in the right places on the bus. I say this as a way to thank my senior professional team, the drivers of our Federation bus, who have been more than just colleagues to me, but close friends and confidants. I want to thank each of them by name. Eileen, you define competence. Your hard work is matched by a unique talent to figure out how to get things done, no matter how daunting a task. And I've given you many a daunting task over the years. I think you will make an outstanding interim leader at the Federation. Our community is lucky to have you. Vicky, thank you for always speaking truth to power, for keeping me on track, and for your big heart. You know how to be in front while protecting my back. Judy, I appreciate your encyclopedic knowledge of this community, your insight into its needs and its people, and your dedication over the long haul, even when it's hard. And recently, it's been very hard. You model dedication. Jason, you have brought new energy, new ideas, and new hopes for transforming the way our community does fundraising. You're trying to change a culture which has to be changed. I have every faith that you can do it. Henry, you gave me the best line for any goodbye when we made you a goodbye party, which was followed by a hello party. You said, you just don't know what you're going to do for clothes without all the Federation t-shirts, polo shorts, sweatshirts, and hats. Seriously, you've been a great friend, a teacher, and a colleague. Roseanne is here from Chicago. If I could start all over again and pick one person to help me navigate it all, it would be you. Who else would tell me when my clothes don't match, when I need to brush my hair, or when I need to say sorry? Thanks for all the solicited and unsolicited advice. Lynn, my assistant, and she's not here because she just became a grandmother in Vermont. I have 3 things to say to you. I know this is being videotaped, so she'll hear. Please come with me, please come with me, please come with me. It's not enough to identify good people. You need to make sure that you have a relationship with people who keep you focused on the big picture. I'm very grateful to have worked with a remarkable group of people, my entire staff. I thank all of you. Lesson number 2, invest in partnerships. The lay professional relationship is one of the hardest to get right. I think of it as a Brit, a covenantal relationship, like a marriage. For a marriage to succeed, it needs chemistry, an understanding of mutual expectations, and a commitment to working through problems rather than walking away from them because you can't see eye to eye. I'm an expert. It took me 3 to get it right. The Talmud says that creating a good marriage is harder than splitting the sea. Because so many marriages fail today, we have to celebrate those that work. I want to celebrate the lay partnerships that have been covenantal to me in these past 9 years. David Butler has been a tremendous partner, articulate, incisive, direct, and knowledgeable, yet always willing to learn. He is not only a committed Jew, but also one with an appreciation for and a commitment to all Jews. And in both of those capacities, he has taught me so very much. He has become a true friend over the last 9 years, as has another one of my presidents, Susie Gelman. Susie is that rare combination of passion, brilliance, warmth, and humility that makes for a great friend and a great Jewish leader. Thank you also for agreeing to correct my English writing free of charge for years to come. Michael Gelman and Margot Wolfson have graciously agreed to co-chair this annual meeting at my request. I asked them because they're two people who have taught me that I can make great new friends, even at my age. Thank you both from the bottom of my heart. I want to give a special shout out to Paul and Debbie Berger for reaching out not only professionally, but personally, and welcoming us into their family, and not only their community. Paul, when it comes to a covenantal relationship, you, perhaps more than any other person, have taught us what it means to be dedicated in marriage. I also want to thank Natan for making the trip and being here for me. Natan, you inspired me to take on this new role, but you have been an inspiration for decades. I wish I could thank everyone in this room personally, but if this speech lasts a half hour, you'll be really glad to see me go. Lesson number 3, don't be afraid to push the bus. My sense is that Jim Collins probably has a really nice bus, one of those high-end coach buses. Our bus is not always running so well. And what Jim Collins did not address in his book is what to do when the bus runs out of gas. Even if you have all the best people on it, who is going to get out of the bus and push it if we have to? These past 2 years, we have had to push this bus, our Jewish community. That's when real leaders come out, and that's what a real commitment is all about. And on that note, I want to thank all of our agency executives. I want them to stand so that everyone in this room, who can't see anything anyway, can't see them either. But thank you for your friendship, for your commitment. Even and especially when the going gets tough. Lesson number 5, timing is everything. Well, 4. Well, I told you it was going to be 9 instead of 10. This was originally 5. When I came to this community, I wanted to be focused, and I ran the first meeting of our campaign planning on September 5th, 2001. It seemed so easy to move forward, and we had so much possibility stretched out before us. But a week later, we faced September 11th, and it changed the world and everything we knew about it. Suddenly, our plans took a nosedive. And then I learned a lesson that I would have repeated chances to perfect, and one that never goes away when you work on behalf of the Jewish people. Turn crisis into opportunity. Frame situations differently so that you can leverage them for the good. I'm happy to say that we were able to do this in our federation time and again. And this feeds into my next leadership lesson. Lesson 5, work quickly. Lenin was fond of a Russian expression,